Welcome. Thank you for joining. Please like and share the program as you join. Share on your platform, share to family and friends. Share the program to everyone that is close to you. We urge you to share to everyone that you can be able to reach. It is an assignment that we must carry out. Invite somebody to join us. Don't be on the program alone. It is Sunday, and today being Sunday, we have to do what we have to do. I'm not going to take much of your time. I know some people are going to church. Some are still on their way. Some have come back. People need to take their rest because it is weekend. So I'm not going to take much. It's going to be a quick one. We will be as brief as we can to pass this message to every Biafrans. So wherever you are connecting up from, we welcome you, we appreciate you, and we urge you to please invite somebody as you join. As you join us, you invite someone to join us too. Don't be on the program alone. We should try everything humanly possible to continue to push forward. I appreciate every one of you that has connected to this very program today. Thank you for joining. Please invite somebody to join us. Invite someone to join us wherever you are. Call somebody to join us. We must continue to preach this gospel that we have been given to preach. No matter how they try to stop us, no matter how they try to muzzle us, no matter how they try to intimidate us, we will not allow them to intimidate us. We cannot allow them to oppress us or stop us from passing the gospel. No matter how they try to chain us down, we will always liberate ourselves and do what we have to do. I welcome everyone that has joined us on today's Sunday sermon. It is Sunday sermon. Most of us who are Christians, Sunday is a day that we go to church to pray. We go to church to pray to Chukwu Okike. But after praying in the church, we still have to come back here and pray as Biafrans. You're welcome, Adams. You're welcome. Please like and share the program as you join us. Share to other platforms, share to family and friends, share to everyone that needs to hear us, because we have a duty to perform. We have a duty to perform. Please keep sharing. Don't allow them to stop us. If they kick you out, try to come back. If they kick you out, try to come back. We are here to bring updates as always. We will never stop until Biafra comes. Today is a special day. It is Sunday. For those of us that are Christians, just like myself, I am a Christian, but I am first of all a Biafran before I became a Christian. And my Christianity is not at war with my Biafranness. My Christianity does not stop me from fighting for my freedom. My Christianity doesn't have any problem with my Biafranness. I go to church every Sunday, I pray. I've gone to church and did my due diligence today, and I'm back here to worship as a Biafran. And I've come here to preach the sermon of Biafra, which is very important to me and very dear to my heart. I repeat again, I am first of all a Biafran before I became a Christian. And whatever we are asking for today has a lot of backup in Christianity. Christianity is about freedom. Chukwuka gave us that freedom. He didn't force us to worship him, obey him, or do anything. You have that free will to make your choice what you want. You have free will to decide your fate. Today is Sunday and Christians have gone to church. We have gone to church and we prayed and asked God for protection. We have asked him for blessings. We worship him. We adore him for all he has done. After doing all that, I still come back here to worship as a Biafran that I am. I will never stop worshiping as a Biafran because that is who I am. So I welcome everyone that has connected. If you join us, invite 1 or 2 people to join us. Once you connect, invite someone else to connect. We know they will always try to stop us, they try to hinder us, they try to restrict us, but don't allow that. Once they kick you out, come back. We must continue to preach this gospel. So happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday to all Christians. Happy Sunday to every one of you. May Chukwuka guide and protect you. We thank Chukwuka for answering our prayers today. Those of us in the United States are still in their churches. You're welcome. Biafra, you're welcome. Those of us in the United States are still preparing to go to church. Those in Asia has gone and they come back. Those in Nigeria might still be in their churches. So wherever you are and you are able to join us, if you are not able to go to church today as a Christian, take this sermon as your own service. What we do in this restoration of Biafra is nothing but worship, presenting our case before the whole world, presenting our case to Chukwuka, following the steps and the orders of Chukwuka to restore dignity to Biafran people. I welcome every one of you. Today being Sunday, we will continue to do what we are doing to restore Biafra. Starting from the self-referendum as we speak, it is still going on. Today being weekend, some people are still voting in Biafra now. So if you have not yet voted on the self-referendum, we are already on the second phase, second stage. On this second stage, please go and vote. If you have not yet voted, the voting has not stopped. The voting is going to continue until the result. And you know the result is going to come out by November, December. So we will continue to vote until we hear the announcement that the voting is closed. The first stage has ended, which marked a huge success. In the first stage, I can bet you that Biafran got more than 40 million votes. More than 40 million votes are already down. And as we proceed and we continue to move forward, more people will be voting. If you have not voted, ask questions. Ask for link. Ask for places where the vote is being cast. Ask for numbers that you can use so that you can play your own part. Because it is our responsibility as Biafrans to participate in that voting. There is no excuse any one of us can give. No excuse any one of us can give and say this is why you did not participate in the voting. So wherever you are watching me from, I urge you to continue to do your part. The next is that as you see the success we have made on the self-referendum, after the remembrance of our heroes, you can see that the Zoological Republic have declared war against Biafrans. They have declared war against us Biafrans. And because of that very war they declared against us as Biafrans, our Prime Minister have stepped up the game. Instructions have been given to the Liberation Army, and instructions have been given to Biafran people to stay calm and stay safe. If you are in the area where these criminals, where these terrorists in uniform are oppressing Biafran, abducting Biafrans, and taking innocent life, in the old Abia state to be precise, if you're in the old Abia state, you must have to be strong. Be strong and patient. Whatever they are doing today is to provoke us, to create fear in Biafrans. After seeing the success of the referendum, they want to create fear so that people will begin to be afraid of their freedom. You must be strong. You must be strong. Please, as you join us, click like. Click like. When you click like, it will help us to reach to people we cannot be able to reach ordinarily. Once you join, you click like the program. That like is very important. So as we speak, the enemies of Biafra, which we all know, the contraption called Nigeria, under the caliphate, today have intensified in kidnapping of Biafran people, taking the life of innocent Biafrans, doing all manner of things that are unnecessary, just as they have been doing before. But the difference now is that they cannot go scot-free for whatever they do against Biafrans. Just like the Prime Minister have said, this is not the time of Massaw. During the time of Massaw, many Biafrans lost their life. Innocent Biafrans. Their life was cut short and nobody did anything. All we did then was to just cry, complain, take a video and share. But in this era that we are in, we are no longer in the era of crying, complaining and taking videos and share. You cannot take the life of any Biafran today and go scot-free. That is the promise the Biafra Republic of Israel under our Prime Minister Mazi Samareko have made. And they are keeping to that promise. Today you see them crying about their loss in Abia State. You see them crying about what transpired in Abia State. But they have forgotten that in that same Abia State, Biafran people have been decimated. In that same Abia state, Biafran people have lost a lot of lives, innocent lives, people who has not committed any offense only because they are Biafrans. When they attended the meeting of Biafrans, they are mowed down. They attend prayer of Biafrans, they are mowed down. But all of a sudden today, because some few idiots fall, some few terrorists fell, now you want to begin to attack the innocent people. The innocent Biafrans who has not done anything wrong. The kidnapping of the zoo of the Biafrans have always, when we say that they are the ones responsible for the kidnapping, sometimes people don't understand it. But every single action they take proves us right that those who are charged of kidnapping in that country from Nigeria is the government. They sponsor it, encourage it directly and indirectly. This kidnapping you are seeing today, they talk about kidnapping. The people that introduce kidnapping in Nigeria is Nigerian government. They do it openly. Look at the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They went all the way to Kenya to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, violated international law, and brought him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. And after that kidnap, they are coming to their court to justify their kidnap. This is a country that is telling that they are fighting kidnapping. This is a country that will come and say they are looking for kidnappers. They went and kidnapped somebody, a British citizen with British passport. They kidnapped him, tortured him for good 8 days. After that, they sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition against international law. And today, they are standing on that they are kidnapped. They are still taking the man to court. In the kidnap, they are still taking the man to court. And tomorrow, somebody will come and say, you want to stop kidnapping. And it didn't start with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They did it, they have done it before. When they went to kidnap Omar Rico, and they didn't succeed. They have been conducting different kinds of kidnapping across the world. But they turn back and tell you they are fighting kidnapping. Look at the kidnapping that is happening in Abia State today. The same way it happened in Obibo. Many Biafrans were kidnapped in Obibo by Wike. Wike kidnapped Biafrans in Obibo. So many of them are still missing up to today. He kidnapped some and took them to the north and dumped them in the dungeon there. So many have not been found as we speak. They are not found. So many of them, there is no record about them. They take them to the north. They don't even go to court. They just lock them up perpetually. And this is what we see on daily basis, on different grounds, on different areas. They have done it before. They continue to do it. But the difference now is that they cannot do it and go scot-free. That is the promise the Biafran people have made to them. There is no way they can't do it and go scot-free. You cannot kidnap Biafrans, take the life of Biafrans, and you go scot-free. Not in the era of the Biafra Republic of Exile, under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Samaneva. For every Biafran life you wasted, you will pay. Our Prime Minister has gone ahead to give warning to those Biafrans that are still serving in the camp of the enemy. You are a Biafran. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your dialect. It doesn't matter who sent you. And you are serving under the enemies of Biafra. You are serving under the people who want us dead. You are serving them. Ngozi Okpara, you're welcome. You will pay dearly. You are going to pay dearly. As long as you continue to do that, you will pay. If you join them to come to Biafra land to take life, you cannot go back alive. More especially those of them that are from Biafra land. You are a Biafran and you are joining the enemy to come and destroy the life of your own people. The gods of the land will make sure that you go back in body bag. The gods of the land will make sure that you never escape what is coming. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, if you are in Abia State today, you must be strong. You must be security conscious. You must not get distracted. You must be very careful of every single thing you see. And you must be strong. Temptations are going to come. You know, before now, Mazi Samareko announced it. He said in the weeks coming that the situation is going to get tough. But in the midst of it, he encouraged Biafrans to stay strong. Do not get distracted. Do not give up. Do not think that you are alone. Chukwu Okike Abịama is with you. Freedom costs a lot. Freedom costs a lot. It's very expensive. Freedom is very, very, you will know the value of freedom until you are in captivity. Some of you, because you are still enjoying your car, your shop, you go and do business, but you don't know the value of freedom. And because you have been in that small space for a long time, because you've been in that small space for a long time, you think that that is all you can get in the world. It is not. That is what is happening to some of us Biafrans. Simply because they can afford 3 square meals, have their car and their shop. They just feel that that is how life is supposed to be. It is not. You need to be better than that. If you are out of the zoo, you are supposed to be better than that. And it's time that we realize that you cannot attain our best. We cannot attain to our best if we continue to be in the zoo. They will continue to make us to accept mediocrity. They will continue to make us to accept things that human beings must not accept. That is why we need to walk out of the zoo. Create an environment where human beings can strive and grow at their own speed, in their own space. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, we must be strong. The challenges is going to get tough. But I bet you, because of the people we have in the aim of affair, you fear not. Everything is under control. Chukwu Okike Abịama have put everything under control even before it happens. If you are in Abia State, you must be strong. The promise our Prime Minister has given is that for every single soul we lose in Abia State, there will be a repercussion. They will pay. They will pay. Don't bother yourself. The order has been given, and another gate is opened in Abia State. They have been trying to drag the governor of Abia State into this very mess, and that is one of the things they are trying. They are trying to drag the governor of Abia State into this mess, but he has been kind of smart by himself, by keeping silent and not getting involved. He have kind of been smart. But you don't just have to be smart and be silent. The people you are governing, they are kidnapping them. The people you are governing, they are stealing from them. The people you are governing, they are accusing them, false accusation, detaining them illegally. You must not keep silent. You have to speak, because you are going to govern people. If you don't speak and they wipe away people in Abia State, who are you going to govern? Who will you govern? We know that they are trying to drag you, but I bet you if you continue to remain on the path of truth and faithfulness, we have no problem with you. All you got to do is to speak when you have to speak. Do things when you have to do. Just like in the death that is happening, you must speak. Like the lady that was, the video I watched, where that lady were complaining of how a vigilante group took the life of her two brothers. Two brothers. Their so-called vigilante group took the life of two brothers for committing no crime. Two innocent brothers, their life was taken out of them. And their sister was crying, sharing tears and lamenting. We are still waiting for the governor of Abia State to speak on that. He has not. He has not. In as much as you are trying to keep yourself away from issues, when the people you are governing is having a problem, you must have to speak. We cannot tolerate that evil. And our prime minister have warned and directed on what to do. I don't know what you are waiting for before you make your speech. You are waiting until somebody announce a sit at home. Then maybe you will understand. The earlier you do it now, the better you have to do it now. Direct things the way they're supposed to be. Speak when you have to speak. Those people are not supposed to die. Those two brothers are not supposed to die. And the person that took their life must pay for the consequence of their action. The people that took the life of those innocent people must be brought to book. Our prime minister already given orders to hunt them down. And I believe, and I understand and trust the Liberation Army. Results will come. Result will come. For the success that the Biafran people are making on different fronts, the zoo is afraid. They are so afraid. That is why today they are now touching those things they say they don't agree with. Those things they have always said they will not touch. Those things they told you that this place is untouchable. Oh, this one is not, you can't speak about it. Today they are gradually speaking about all of it. One of the topics now they have in their mouth to deceive themselves is regional government. They are speaking on different platforms, on different angles, that they want to implement regional government. Regional government, we are no longer part of the zoo. So if you are creating it, create it for your own people, not for the Biafrans. This is 2024. This was something that Dim Odumegbojugu asked for 50 years plus ago. Regional government, that was what he asked for in Aburi. You refused. Instead, you turn around and you took the life of 5 million Biafrans, of which 3 million are children who died of hunger. How can you justify this? What we asked for many years ago to prevent death, you refused. You blatantly refused. What did you do? You refused and you went after the Biafran people. So many lives were lost. 5 million Biafrans lost their life in the Civil War. You refused to listen. But all of a sudden today, in 2024, you want to go back to regional government. This is madness. And the reason they are making all this mistake is because the Biafran people want to go home. They have seen it clear that there is no way they can stop what is coming. The enemies of Biafra, they are very much convinced that they cannot stop what is coming. That is why today they are touching different buttons to distract themselves, because I know my people will not be distracted. You're welcome, my beloved sister Diana. My people cannot be distracted. There is no way you can distract the Biafran people. It does not matter the language you speak. It doesn't matter the angle. Your tricks can no longer work. Regional governments. This is what our eternal leader, Dim Odumegojuku, asked for almost 60 years ago. You refused. After reaching the agreement, you removed yourself from the agreement and you came after Biafrans and you took 5 million lives, of which 3 million are children. Starve them to death. And today you are coming back to talk about regional government. We are sorry. We are not part of the zoo. Whatever plans or discussion you have to make, do it for your Nigeria, not for, don't include Biafrans in that project. Whenever you speak about this nonsense, don't include Biafrans. Know it and know it well, that the Biafran people are gone and gone for good. And nothing will stop them. The Biafran people are gone. Nothing, no Jupiter will stop us from exiting the zoo. Today they are desperate. Go to their news. You go to their newspaper. All of them are writing about regional government. One of them said that they want to make sure they implement it by October. In their House of Assembly, they are talking about it. In the Senate, they are pushing forward to it. But we know that these are just mad people trying to confuse and distract themselves. We do not care about your regional government or whatever it has to give. No. We have passed that stage. The only thing that we ask for today is Biafra, the independent state of Biafra, nothing more. Please, as you join this platform, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama, like this program and share it. Click like, give a thumbs up to the program and share it to other people so that they can join us. It is Sunday sermon. Let them join us. Because this word of encouragement needs to be coming every blessed day. We must not run away from it. So as I was saying, the Biafran people are not part of anything called regional government. We can't be part of it. We cannot. Whoever is planning that, whoever is pushing that, should do it at his or her own risk. We are not part of it. Whatever regional government, we are not part of it. No that and no peace. Biafran people have chosen their path. The only path that we will take, that we have chosen, is the path to freedom. The path to total and absolute freedom. That is the path we have chosen. And nobody is going to change it. Your propaganda, your blackmail cannot change it. You're welcome, Amuzie Simon. You're welcome. Nobody can change it. We have already chosen our path. And we will continue to follow that path until we exit the zoo. All the idiots that they are buying to push this propaganda. All the people that is conniving with them to push this agenda. We don't want to be part of it. Our demand is clear. The supreme leader of IPOB made it clear. We are not interested in their governance. We are not interested in their presidency. Neither are we interested in anything they do in the zoo. The only thing we are asking for is referendum to get out of the Zoroga Republic. That is the only thing we have been asking for. And now you refuse to do it. We have conducted our self-referendum successfully and it's still on running. Already, as we speak, we already have almost 50 million voters. So you can see how the Biafrans crushed the zoo in Biafran territory. What you saw was a mandate to Biafra Republic of Exile under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Samareba. Biafrans have given that mandate for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. And it's going to happen. No man born of a woman can change it. The zoo themselves know very, very well. And that is why today they are doing everything they can to deceive those they will deceive. That is why today they are shouting, regional government, regional government. Who cares? All these fools in Biafra land, who has lived in the corrupt system for a long time, that they are now scared of a legitimate government. They are now scared of a legitimate system. Some people have been so corrupt that they are now scared to be in a government that is being run by sane people. But they will not stop us. There is one of the warning that our Prime Minister gave on his platform, a very information he brought, something that is happening in Okija. The people in Okija, Biafra land, has come out openly to say that no portion of land is for sale in Okija. Okija people have said this. No portion of land is for sale to any idiot from the north in the name of Ruga. If you dare put your money in that, you're on your own. And anybody that gives any land away to the invaders, you are going to face the consequence of your action. They have made it clear. Okija made it clear that no land for sale in their place. And our Prime Minister mentioned the name of the man who is behind this evil. A man they called Mr. Obi Jackson. A name, Mr. Obi Jackson, was called. That this is the man they are using to purchase land for Ruga in Biafra. It is not only in Okija. This man have taken this contract to be getting land for the Janjaweed. Whoever you are, you call yourself Obi Jackson. You have been warned. You have been warned. If you do not desist from what you are doing, the land of Biafra will swallow you. If you do not desist from your evil, the land of Biafra will swallow you. That report came and our Prime Minister warned seriously about it. Whoever you are, and you're making arrangement for the Janjaweed to have land, I don't understand what is wrong with some people. I can't explain. Sometimes when I begin to think how people can be driven with such an evil desire simply because you want to make money, you lose your conscience. You make money at the expense of the death of your own brother. You lose money and endanger and sell out your own people. It's just about money. People do not talk about name this time. They don't talk about dignity. People do not care about being responsible. You have forgotten the interests of your people. So sad. Every one of us know that we are living in a world where everybody is protecting their own interests. Every government of the world, every individual is protecting their own interests. But some people in that zoological republic, their brain has been so damaged that they no longer think about, even on their own personal interests. Interest, something that even favors them. Like some of them that are in Biafra land. The Biafra we are talking about is going to favor every single Biafra. To make it to have dignity, have sense of belonging. It will give you the opportunity to pursue your career to any length. But yet, there are people who are against it. There are people who are against that progress. Either because of their friend that is in politics, member of their family in politics, or because he is targeting a political post. He is hoping for him to go and steal but they branded it national cake. He wants to go and cut his own criminal national cake. Then he'll come out and begin to talk from both sides of his mouth. By the time they see that the money is not flowing, they begin to speak like human beings. Of course, they begin to speak like human beings. But I beg you in the name of Chukwuokukabiyama, wherever you are, do not give up. Don't allow anybody to distract you with their idiocy and whatever. Don't. There are so many of these kind of criminals, just like the other one in Anambra State, they call whatever. So many people who have sold their soul to the enemy. People do not have conscience anymore because of your own greed, envy, and jealousy. You do not want to care about it. Just like the idiots who came out and say that instead of Biafra to come through Mazi Simon Ekpa, let it not come. The other one say, instead of it to come through Mazi Simon Ekpa, we'll scatter everything. These are words coming from people who claim to be freedom fighters. But when you listen to the tone of their voice, you see that these are nothing but monsters. These are monsters who have come to create awareness upon themselves, to showcase themselves as almighty. That is the only thing they have come to do. They have not come to worship God. They have not come to do the right thing. Whatever they are doing is for their own selfish interest. They don't even care about their people. It is so bad. It is so bad. But wherever you are as a Biafran, continue to thank Chukwuokukabiyama for the foundation he has given us. Chukwuokukabiyama gave us a man who is committed. Not only committed, he knows what he wants. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it is either Biafra or that. Even in his territory of the enemy, he has still said it, that we are fearless in the face of our enemies. On his interviews, he has called them out, the terrorists that they are. He is not begging. An innocent man. They caged him, thinking that by keeping him inside, his legacy will die. No. It will not die. Biafra will continue to exist. We will continue to talk about Biafra until Biafra is completely taken out of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. We are not supposed to be there at all. We don't have anything in common. With these idiots that are in the zoo, we have nothing in common with them. More especially the ones that are from the Fulani ethnic group. What will a Biafra be doing with the Fulani man? What discussion are we going to be having? What business do you think we're going to have? People that are thinking from the anus. I don't know. The greatest wickedness of the British is bringing us together with these people. Not just bringing us together, they took us and handed us over to them to manipulate. That's the greatest evil the British have done against the Biafran people. The British joined the Caliphate. Used the Caliphate to keep us down. Because of our resources, that is why they are prosecuted us. It is because of the resources in Biafra land, that is why they don't want us to be united. They have divided us in the southeastern region. In the old southeastern region, they divided us with different kinds of lies. Because they want to divide us and have access to our mineral resources. That has always been the target. Their target is to create a room for them to steal from us, and we will not cry. And they have succeeded to an extent. Before our Prime Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came on board and began to spill the beans. He began to spill the beans without looking back. And today you can see where we are. Now in the era of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. Very focused. Very focused. It is not time for play. We don't joke, we don't play. We focus on reality of the day. And the reality is that Biafra must exit the zoo. The Prime Minister have made a promise long time ago that it is eyes on the rising sun. If your eyes are not yet on the rising sun, sorry, you better go and check yourself. Check yourself and focus on the rising sun, because that is the source of our strength and energy. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, please, as you are watching, like the program and share it to other people. Like and share to other people so that they can get this information. Our Prime Minister also gave a detail and update that about 3,000 special squad will be dispatched in states in Biafra land. 3,000 special squads. They will be dispatched. The order has been given. And the Biafra Defense are doing the needful. Biafra Defense Council, BDC. The Biafra Defense Council are doing the needful as we speak. And they are sending these troops to various flashpoints. May Chukwu Okike continue to strengthen our men. May Chukwu Okike continue to strengthen our forces. They are doing what they are supposed to do. And I still have to remind you, whatever they are doing today is called self-defense. Everything that the Liberation Army is doing today is called self-defense. Because the Biafrans have their own government. Because Biafrans have their own government. Their own primary objective is to make sure that they protect life and property of Biafran people. And that is why they are taking action at every given instance. Wherever they see threat, that threat will go down. Remember, warning has been coming, and continue to come. The closure of every checkpoint have been announced long ago by our Swila Mazin Nandika. Mazi Samaneka have announced the closure of checkpoints for a long time and warned those bearing arms in Biafran territory. If you are bearing arms and you are not part of the Liberation Army, you are a terrorist. We are going to face you the same way we face the terrorists. This explanation has been made, but some of them pretend not to hear it. Well, if you pretend not to hear it, we are going to speak in the language that you understand. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria have warned, stay away from every checkpoint, most especially in Abia State. A new gate has been opened in Abia State, the highest gate. The Prime Minister made it clear. If you are in that territory, in Abia State, former Abia State, please stay away from the arms. Stay away. Don't put yourself on the line. Stay away from the arms way. Do not put your life on the line. Any place you see a checkpoint, stay distant from it, 100 meters away from every checkpoint. Don't allow yourself to be used as a propaganda. Do not allow yourself to be used as a propaganda. If you allow yourself to be used, it will not stop Biafra from coming. Yes, hear me and hear me good. If you volunteer your life for propaganda to the zoo, it does not matter who you are. It doesn't matter how you do it. It will not stop Biafra. It is forward ever, backward never. Forward ever, backward never. The speed at which we are moving, you can't even slow it. That is why you must value your life any place you are. If you value your life, you will know what to do and what not to do. Obedience is better than sacrifice. As much as the Biafran government is doing everything humanly possible to defend Biafran territory, you, the ordinary people, have certain things you have to do. You must be security conscious at all times. Do not put yourself in harm's way. Whenever you are told not to go to certain places, avoid such places. Today, they have declared war. You know, for a very long time, we've been talking that Biafra land is a state of war. Some people do not understand it. But as day goes by, when you hear news and information coming, you begin to understand. You begin to reflect properly. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, we must continue to inform our families and members of families and friends who are in Biafran territory. They need to be careful. They need to be careful. Chukwu Okike Abiama is going to be with us, save us and protect us. But at the same time, there are certain things you and I have to do. You cannot just leave yourself, expose yourself to danger, and you say that Chukwu will come and protect you. No, you have to do your own part. There are certain things you have to do. One of the things you must be doing is to be at the right place at the right time. Obey simple instructions. Once you obey simple instructions, be the right place at the right time, you have no problem with it. You are going to see Biafra come. But because some people don't have the balls to do the right thing, some are stubborn, some are ignorant, some out of their hatred. But whichever angle or area you fall into, all you need to do is to correct yourself. Be the Biafran you're supposed to be. Know that it is your duty to defend your fatherland. Until you know that your duty and responsibility is to defend your fatherland, until you get that straight, it is going to be difficult. Until you get it straight, it is going to be difficult and challenging, I bet you. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, anywhere you are watching this program from, I urge you to stay strong and be focused. I urge you to be strong. Do not allow yourself to be exposed to danger. The road is tough. It is not easy. It is, if I come here to tell you that it is not easy anywhere. And even as time goes on, it is going to be much more tougher. But when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And then the source of your joy is that at the end of it all, Biafra will come. And when we get into Biafra, everything you have lost, you will definitely recover. When we get into Biafra, life will become afresh again. We can regain our dignity. We can regain all that we have lost. We can begin to present ourselves as humans. But until then, you need to stand up and fight the best way you can. We must put up a fight to make sure that we achieve that which we are supposed to achieve. My fellow Biafrans, we are doing a lot. And I want to use this opportunity to encourage everyone and appreciate everyone that participated on yesterday's fundraising. Every single person that participated. May Chukwu Okike Abiama replenish you. For every contribution you make to Biafra, you will get your reward in 1,000-fold. You will be rewarded in 1,000-fold. Don't give up. Continue to support the Biafra Republic of Israel. Continue to join the fundraising. Funding is very important. If we can be able to sustain our progress that we made today, the only way we can sustain the success you are seeing until we get home is finance. Finance. We can't stop talking about it. We can't run away from it to make you happy. No. There is no government funding the restoration of Biafra. No organization funding it. It is Biafran people that are funding it. You and I. So go and make your donation. Go to that site. Make your donation. I appreciate everyone that participated yesterday in the fundraising. As always, nothing is too small. Nothing is too small. That thing you call a little thing will go a long way to make a difference. That is why we urge everybody to come out in mass and continue to support Dushan. That is the only hope we have. People can begin to tell you all manner of stories. The only faith for a Biafran today is freedom. And we appreciate you that we are able to identify somebody who is ready to lead. Under the commander for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, things have become excellent. The beauty of it all, as I have always said, is that nothing is done in the secret. Nothing is done illegally. Every single thing and procurement we have done in the Liberation Army is done in a legal way. Mazi Simon doesn't keep any secrets. He doesn't keep it away from Biafra. Whatever action he takes, there is a reason. And if he has not spoken about it, just be patient and watch and see. With time, you begin to know and know why he did what he did, why he said what he said. Chukwu Okeke is the owner of this very project, and he is directing it. If you want to understand the project, you must be a good listener. If you want to understand the project of the restoration of Biafra and who is in charge, you must be a good listener. Chukwu Okeke speaks to all of us. We have gotten to a time where every hidden secret is in the open. Today, one obvious fact that we know today is that IPOB that Mazen Nandekano created is one and not divided. The only thing that happened is that under the spiritual son of Mazen Nandekano, Mazen Simon, the Prime Minister, he was able to transform that organization to a government. We no longer have IPOB as a government. What we have today is the government of Biafra. We are making our case agitating under our government. The days of IPOB as an organization has gone. The days of speaking as an organization, IPOB, has gone. Today, we are representing as the government of Biafra. The government of Biafran people is represented, and they are the only one that holds the key. Each time you deviate from the government and you return back to being an organization, you don't know what it means. You are foolish. You don't know what you're doing. That is when you see this IPOB in Nigeria and those departments of Sabotua, people are laughing at them. They have made themselves a laughing stock. They have made themselves a laughing stock. When you have already actualized and attained to this level of the government, you fail to apply your government, you fail to listen and operate as well. You are still operating like an organization. Obi is a boy. Every year, Obi is a boy. But I bet you, Obi have grown. Obi is no longer a boy. When it comes to Biafra restoration, we are matured. And that is why today, when you see the way things are going, you have nothing to do than to continue to praise Chukwu Okeke for giving us something like Mazi Simon. He explains every single thing in a way that even a layman will tell you the story of Biafra and tell you what the project is. The project of the restoration of Biafra is very straight, accurate, and sound. You can't beat it. You can't beat the project. It does not matter your lies, your hatred, your blackmail, your propaganda. You cannot beat the project. That is why anything that Mazi Simon does, he will tell you to go and stop it if you can. One of the foundation that was led by Chukwu Okike Abiyama is to make sure that anyone that is leading this very restoration of Biafra is completely clean. Mazen Nandekano used to say it. He said, if you are not clean, there is no way you can fight for Biafra. If you have skeletons in your cupboard, if you are evil in your heart, you cannot be part of the restoration of Biafra. And today, you have seen all the evil men that have been masquerading themselves as agitators. They are gone. All those criminals that have been masquerading themselves, projecting themselves as freedom fighters. Today, they are all covered in shame. Some of them are they are covered in shame. And those shameless ones, when you go to their platform, you see the way they talk, you understand that these ones are gone. The problem of the Biafran people is before the whole world. As we speak, the whole world is talking about Biafra. Would you ever believe that the Janjaweed media, all the media, brown envelope medias in Nigeria today, they have no choice than to speak for Biafra? They are congratulating Biafran government for a successful self-referendum conduction. They just saw only the result of the first stage and they are congratulating. Wait until they finish it. Some of them are so obsessed with Mazi Samuel Ekpa that they are confused. One of the idiots that is speaking in TVC, go and see what's the, every time it's about Mazi Samuel Ekpa, very obsessed with Mazi Samuel Ekpa. And whatever point he's making, he's not making any points. Talking rubbish from all sides of his mouth. These are idiots that Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, an elected Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, has made it clear that today we are operating under a government that is not like an organization. But yet these idiots continue to follow something that is not obtainable. The most annoying one is that they will come and they will begin to give a report from an invisible man. Who does that? Who does that? Somebody somewhere is claiming to be the spokesperson of the Biafran people. Somebody who doesn't have a picture. You don't know his picture. You don't know who he is. You don't know his qualification. You don't know even if he exists or not. And even at a stage, after his exposure by Prime Minister, some of them came out and they begin to say that nobody is a more powerful. They say there's nobody actually more powerful. More powerful is just a synonym, or whatever they call it. But today, Nigerian government prefer to report and say, the more powerful. Who the hell is more powerful? As we speak, Biafrans have government. A government that has the mandate of the Biafran people. As we speak, the same man is confessing with his own mouth that the seat at home that Biafrans are loyal to that seat at home that is being pioneered by the Biafran government under our Prime Minister Mazi Samuel Ekpa. He confesses to that. From his own mouth, his own confession, his confession shows that the Biafran people are behind the Prime Minister. But even with all this evidence all around, he continued to project an invisible man as the spokesperson. You see how evil and corrupt they are? They choose whom they want for themselves. They continue to tell themselves lies. They want us to help them and believe their own lies. They tell themselves lies and they want us to help them and believe their lies. Our Prime Minister has made it clear. And some of them, you see when that man was talking in one of his programs, claiming that Mazen Nandekano has clearly said, stop sit at home. Where, when, how? These people, they push a lie and they continue to force that lie to people to believe. In his statement, that Mazen Nandekano has stated openly that he does not support sit at home, that sit at home should stop immediately. That Biafra refused to. Where did you see Mazen Nandekano do that? And they will tell you Some of them will say that he wrote letter. Which letter? The supreme leader of IPOB have had several opportunities to speak to the media. He has spoken to the media on several occasions. Has he ever condemned the sit at home? Has he ever told you that he stopped the sit at home? Did he ever open his mouth and say, oh, stop sit at home? He has all the opportunity. He has spoken about the insecurity in Biafra land. In fact, in the last appearance, his major problem was the insecurity in Biafra land. He called out people that are involved, the politicians and their sponsors, and the IPOB Nigeria, and then the informant, the gossipers. He called them. What stops him on that very discussion to say, I have said stop sit at home? But they continue to push these lies to your neck. They continue to force us to believe this lie. They want to force us to believe this lie. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Nandekano, made it very clear before his kidnapping. It is either Biafra or death. He has nothing to do with Nigerian politics. His mission is to make sure that the independent state of Biafra is restored. And today, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Simon Ekpa, is holding on to that legacy. Keeping to that legacy to make sure Biafra is restored. That is the only assignment the Prime Minister has. Your blackmail, your propaganda, your lies, it doesn't move him. Because he's a man who knows what he wants and what he's going for. He's a man who knows what he's pursuing. But so many of you are still being carried away by these lies. It is sad. It is sad that some Biafrans still believe these lies, lie from the pit of hell. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, it is eye on the ball. Your eye must be on the ball 247. Your eye must be on the ball. It does not matter what the enemy says. It doesn't matter their propaganda and their blackmail. Focus and put your eyes on the rising sun. Sorry to say. On the rising sun, not just on the ball. It's not just on the ball. Whenever I mention the ball, no, I'm talking about the rising sun. Because the instruction have been given. Every eye must be on the rising sun. That should be our focus. Don't allow anybody to distract you. Don't allow anybody to cajole you. Don't allow anybody to shift you an inch. You must hold on to that which you know is the right thing. Eye on the rising sun. The Finland Convention is coming up very soon. That convention is going to be an extraordinary one. November, December. During that convention, the result, the full result of this self-referendum will be presented. It will be presented with evidence, video evidence, picture evidence. You are going to see evidence that will shock you on how the self-referendum was conducted. And I bet you the whole world is following. The United Nations, the EU, and other people that matter, they are following. And after the final result, the zoo know what is going to happen. They know what is coming. The Prime Minister has made it clear. With the mandate he has been given today, I have no doubt that the declaration of the restoration of independence state of Biafra will happen by December 2nd. I have no doubt. And that is the beauty I used to tell you about. For every single project Mazi Simon Ekpa talks about, he doesn't talk about it and go to sleep. He goes to work. And when you continue to follow him step by step, you will see the work he's doing towards that project. The declaration of the restoration of independence state of Biafra is going to happen December 2nd. And from now, you have seen the plans that are going on. The mandates the Biafrans are given. He is collecting the mandate. You have seen the delegitimization of the zoo taken to another level. You have seen so many things that are in progress today that is pointing at the restoration of Biafra. And he has made it open and said, after the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra, December 2nd, it will no longer be the same ball game. It will be a different ball game. Biafran territory will be defended in all fronts. The delegitimization of the zoo will go to the highest level. My fellow Biafrans, prepare for what is coming. Every one of you must prepare. No matter what it will take, prepare yourself and get yourself ready for what is coming. It is going to be heavy, but the joy of it all is at the end of it all, Biafra will come. At the end of the battle, Biafra will what? It will come. That is our joy. My fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every single one of you that participated in today's broadcast. Please, if you have not yet given a thumbs up to this very video, give a like, click like, give a thumbs up to the video and share it to your neighbors, to family and friends. Share it to anybody that's close to you. On this day's sermon, let your eyes be on the ball. If you are in former Abia State, be security conscious. Don't put yourself in harm's way. The Liberation Army are going to do the needful. They are going to do the needful. Don't worry. It is not going to last for a long time. Freedom is going to come. Wherever you are watching us from. If you have not yet applied for your ID card, please go and apply for your ID card in Biafra Security Administration.org. Biafra Security Administration.org. Go there and apply for your ID card. After applying, fill all the information, provide your data, and again, send a professionally taken passport photograph. A professionally taken passport photograph only is allowed. Submit that photograph for your ID card, and your ID card will be prepared and sent to you wherever you are. Very important. If you want to be part of the history making in Finland, if you want to be one of those who are going to be there in the convention where history will be made, go and apply in Biafra Security Administration.org. Go now and apply. Biafra Security Administration.org. Very, very important. You might be lucky. Remember, only 1,000 people are eligible. Don't forget. Only 1,000 people. So go right away and apply. You might be lucky to be among those 1,000. Thank you so much for being part of this program, wherever you are joining us from. May Chukwu Okukadiam guide and protect every Biafrans across the world. May Chukwu Okukadiam guide and protect the Liberation Army. May Chukwu Okukadiam guide and protect the resistance fighters, the Black Marine, the Strike Force, all the forces of Biafra that are fighting day and night. May Chukwu Okukadiam guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okukadiam guide and protect all our media warriors. The Biafra Republican Government Exile media warriors that are speaking on different platforms, all the speakers, may Chukwu Okukadiam be with them, guide and protect them and their families. May Chukwu Okukadiam guide and protect the de facto government in the whole land, all the officials, and all the members of the cabinet of Biafra Republic of Exile. May Chukwu Okukadiam guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Oputobie of Biafra land, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. May Chukwu Okukadiam guide and protect him, secure him, give him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We commit our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before Chukwu Okukadiam. May Chukwu Okukadiam guide and protect him, secure him, give him wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Wherever he is, may Chukwu Okukadiam grant him good health, grant him healing, grant him strength, grant him revelations, bring him back to us very, very soon. I thank you for being part of this program. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. and no weapon formed or fashioned against our supreme Damascene land again shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate every one of you, and I will see you again tomorrow morning. We have a program tomorrow morning. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, touch your notification so that whenever I come online, you will be among the first to be here so that we can start together. Touch the notification bell, click like, share, and touch the notification bell so that you get notification immediately I come online. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be here. Join us tomorrow as we continue. Remember, morning section is always a time we give opportunity for people to come in. If you join us in the morning, you can come in with me and the whole world will see you and you will speak. Even if you don't want to see them, you can cover up your camera and you speak to the world. Morning section is always an interactive section. Not only me speaking, other speakers are coming from other places to speak. So join us in the morning so that you can get more messages from other speakers who are going to join us tomorrow. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect every one of you. Either you are watching me from the Facebook or you are watching from the YouTube. I thank you for being part of the program. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect you. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne.